there's a bit of a delay, so we're going to take a quick second here, give it a minute, see if anyone joins in here real fast. Doing a quick live for two reasons. One, I need your guys' help if you're a roofer. Hopefully chime in here in a minute and help me identify what shingle brand you think this may be, and I'll show you close up why I'm asking, because in my almost 20 years of roofing, I've never come across a shingle that is cut this way and the way it's laminated. So hopefully some of you will join in here. It's a little early. Apologize, there's been a couple of days this week where I couldn't keep a video content going up. I've been busy, have other things going on. My little girl's in school now, so taking time for her to get to and from after school activities and things has been pretty busy. So again, apologize. Early notice right now. Some of you guys want me to try to give you more of a heads up. I will do my best to go live tonight, probably 8:30, 9-ish Eastern Standard Time. But anyway, yeah, I got 7 people joining in now. So how's it going, John, Caleb guy? Hey, asking you guys if you've roofed and got more experience. Maybe you're in a different region than me where you have seen this brand. I don't know the brand, but I'll point out some things that I see that are unique, that caught my eye. Hey, Kyle, and why I'm asking you guys for your thoughts and opinions of what it might be. Let me switch the camera around real quick. Give it another minute. We got more people flowing in here. By the way, give it a thumbs up if you could. So just to recap while more people join in, I'm going to try to do my best to go live tonight. Still want to try to put out something, whether it's a short or a little video. I've got a little bit of stuff backlogged, but not a ton. I've just been busy. So let me switch the camera around and get into this real quick. All right, doing a quick inspection of a roof up here. Whoops, there goes my tape. Getting some measurements for this, and I had noticed a really unique feature with this shingle. The way this laminate is cut is sloping in. This one is sloping in more than this one. There's one down here. It's just completely random. I've never seen a cut pattern like this. This one here. This is vertical like an IKO Cambridge shingle would be, but yet this one here is slanting over really good. You can see the footprint of the laminate side, or I'm sorry, the sawtooth side, not the laminate, the shim, the wedge, whatever you refer to this piece as, the glued on part. It's the actual cut piece from the manufacturer. Like the tumbler that goes around, the rolling die that cuts it, it's just kind of a random pattern. The angle here is not the same angle as this one. This one here is straight. This is a steep angle. Both of them angle off to the right here. This is really unique. I'm sure it's a discontinued shingle. You guys could, if you have any thoughts, let me know. I did get some rough measurements of it. Actually, I got my other one here. I'll do some right now just so if you guys know, because I know part of the ITEL, I could always pull a shingle and send it in and have ITEL test done to tell me what it is. But there's no storm damage at this property. We're not looking at it for storm damage. I'm just curious to learn what this is. So we're gonna hook onto it. And it appears to be 38 5/8. 38 5/8 wide. It's a 5-inch exposure. Or no, 5. My camera lens is blurry. 5 5/8. It was put on this roof in 1998. It is, I can peek up under here, it's a top seal shingle. It's actually, yeah, it is stuck down in some areas. Some areas it's not. So that kind of tells me it might be a Tamco shingle, because you know Tamco, they just never stick down. Got four nail pattern installed, you know, to specs back then. Just wondering what you guys think it might be. Switch around, bring up chat here. See my screen. 19 people. Okay, where is my chat? Why is it not popping up? There we go. Oh, nobody's even saying yet. Hey, you caught a live video. If you want to catch another one, we'll probably try to cover a topic of some sort. Tonight, like I said, 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern time. If you guys, anyone there, maybe you'll watch later, please do me a favor. If you have any thought of what this might be, what brand it might be, what line it might be, leave a chat, comment down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, I do get a common comment on the channel, CRC or a bit more. So wasn't the CRC an exclusive brand that was basically a knockoff for Menards back in the day, a line off of IKO? But either way, I've never seen one look like that kind of cut. Hey RC, how's it going? There we go. I can't see my screen, it's a little dark. Ryan, how's it going, everybody? Losing my train of thought here. You use that all the time? This particular kind of shingle? Are they still the weird angle cut pieces? Not sure when you got in here. Hey, I appreciate that. Boy, comments are coming in pretty good here. There we go. All right, make that go away. Sorry, my phone has got issues. My new phone arrived today, so if you are seeing it blurry, I apologize. My optical lens, one of them is blurred, and it does not give me the option to change the lens on YouTube Live, so it might be a little blurry, but the new phone showed up today. Got to get it going. So yeah, the other common question I get on the channel is, why do I show so much bad stuff? And I've referenced before in the videos, people call me because the roof is bad. That's the roof I go on. You know, I don't get too many calls, if any, when they say, hey, I just had my roof done, can you come inspect it? Unless they're leaking, and then I find stuff bad. So because of that, we're going to do a quick brief walk around on this, knowing this roof was installed in 1998, so it's a bit old. It's dimensional shingle, unidentified, need your help. We're just going to go around and look at a couple of things that I would typically look for, because on this, there's actually some good stuff done on the install here. Just a standard little ranch house here, 512 pitch, nothing crazy. Ridge vent across the main front dormer, only a couple utilities in the back. But what we're going to look for is the installation techniques as far as the pattern, the offset, the nail placement. The pattern looks good, pretty consistent. Since these come up really good, I can look under here and I can see the nail placement's not far off from where it needs to be. This is pretty much ideal right here. You want it to be near that line where the common bond is. And you do not want them up high, and you do not want them in this area. And I've already done this right off camera. That's when I noticed the pattern to this. We'll do a few just random right here. The common leaks that are caused after a roof has aged a little bit is because of the nail placement and pattern on install. And this is just one I can bring you and show you that, yeah, the nail placement is pretty good. They're not in the wrong spot. I randomly checked a few areas back there. There was some damage, a tree or something I think he said had gone up here, and he did a little patch job. That's what all this repair work here is. Obviously a different shingle. Common area you're going to look for is the valley, and I did actually just shoot a short video the other day, and it's referring to not walk up the center of your valley. Don't ever walk right through the middle of your valley. I'm just putting my foot here, I'm not putting weight on it. The steeper the roof, you'll see guys walk right up the center of the valley, and that is really bad to do unless you're like getting ready to replace your roof. Just stand right on the outside of it. You see that short come up. But the reason being is if there's a gap in between your decking from an addition area, or just when they built it, if there's a gap, you won't see it. The shingles are pinned down tightly. By the way, there's a little nail. Now that's in a bad location. It's in a keyway. But when you walk up a valley and you step right here, it can crack it and pop it really easy. Right here, water's coming in. I'm not saying it's going in all the way. Your next defense is the headlap of the shingle below, which that's not good. And I'm starting to find some things here. And if the headlap under this is compromised, then your last defense is your ice and water valley roll, whatever may be in there. So that's why you don't ever want to walk up the center of the valley. Let's look for some more pattern stuff here. It's a close cut valley. I don't like seeing tabs this small. Underdriven nails starting to pop up. And I know I always talk about cutting and dog-earing the corner of your shingles right here. This is not, but this is also installed before the manufacturers say they needed to. But this top corner right here, water will flow down here and it can get into the nails. This may not have been an underdriven, it may actually just be rising up. So for the most part, the install's not bad. I mean, there are some tabs I don't like that are short. It's got some pretty good, significant granule loss going on to it though. South-facing slope is what I'm on right now, so it's got a pretty good clear shot of the sky for the most part. When you see granule loss, typically it's going to be a certain side facet and also a ventilation issue, which this is a garage. I don't think it's a heated garage, but there still, in my opinion, should be a ridge vent or box vent or some sort of ventilation up here. And it's not. Just notice this, that's another brand here. So this is a typical shingle of any brand manufacturer. Most of them, ICO Cambridge, like I stated earlier, is going to be a straight vertical cut, whereas a lot of the other brands, they slope out slightly. I've never seen them like this. Anybody got any questions real quick? I'll wrap this video up here in just a minute. I haven't seen some of these comments. I apologize if I don't respond to it. Some of the other common things I see when it comes to install, these, it doesn't matter what brand. I hate plastic, but even if you have an aluminum, galvanized steel, whatever, the little rubber piece that goes around this will actually deteriorate over time and crack like this. There's simple solutions to put another cover over it to buy you some time. A lot of people comment, why not use lead? And I'm not a fan of lead in my area. A lot of you guys, yes, lead is going to be better. It's going to hold up better. It's not going to deteriorate, even though it will oxidize over time. The biggest issue with lead boots in my area is I see squirrels chew through them. You'll have little chew marks right up here at the top where the lead actually folds into it. And when they chew that out right there, that allows water to drip down the pipe and go in. So, yes, lead can be good, but knowing the creatures in your area, the critters in your area, can be a deciding factor. I'm also not a fan of steel because the galvanized coating wears off and it rusts out. Not good. Let's talk about some other install practice real quick because I just did a video 2 weeks ago. Haven't published it yet. But this will switch around. Oh no, sorry I lost you there. Come on, YouTube's acting weird. Alright, bottom of your flanges. It doesn't matter if it is a pipe boot flange, chimney flashing, any kind of flange. I do like to nail them down, but I do not like to nail them down so close and low to the outer edge or the lower bottom because water will run down this surface tension. It's going to wick under, eventually causing issues. This has got its own issues going on because it's just really deteriorating. Some people like to use screws. Yes, screws are going to hold better. They're threaded, but bring them in and up a little bit. Even if you don't nail them, that's fine too. But if you're in a high wind area, I've seen wind-driven rain blow up under. They start flipping up a little bit and it runs up under. So do be aware of that. You could always even put a little line sealer under this. Don't do it completely because if it ever gets in, it's going to get stuck. But the most important thing, in my opinion, is not keep them on the far outer edge where water wicks up under. There's not much to this. Let's see what kind of ridge vent this is. I'm not really a fan of that, but whatever. One other thing I noticed install-wise, not crucial, but just one minor detail, the direction you run your hip and ridge. This one for our area is good because the predominant winds come from the southwest. They're going to blow across this a lot better. You can actually feel heat coming out of that. You don't normally feel that much heat. The garage, however, though, in my opinion, is backwards because the wind is catching every one of these right here. They'll start catching, could blow off, rip off. We just like to try in our area go east to west, north to south. Just spotted something here, not really good. Most ridge vents, there's some sort of baffle here, or every so often, like every 12 inches, 10 inches or something, you really need something to cross under sufficiently far enough so bugs and debris don't go in. But also, again, wind-driven rain and water just wicking up under this. You want to make sure you cross under more than this, which is only like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Typically, we do a full couple pieces under there to ensure it's going to actually cover the baffle. Sometimes, I mean, I'm shifting more towards it. I don't even like leaving that much exposed hip and ridge before the ridge vent. It just gives it a better aesthetic look if you run it clear over to the edge. We still do put a couple underneath though. I guess some people's thoughts are the gable overhang, it's not needed, but anyway. All right, 13 minutes, we're gonna wrap up here. I've got one more thing to do and then I gotta get back into my hometown. Not in my hometown, I am in a town that, yes, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I don't care for this city. It's nothing against the city, it's just the homes in this city. There's a couple of particular roads in an area of this city I'm not a fan of. And I got reminded of that when I drove in here. I look over at the stop sign, I look over this way, and I see somebody putting purlins on. Yes, purlins, not purlings. Somebody commented because I pronounced it wrong. Purlins. But yeah, they're totally going over with steel multi-layer roof. That's why I'm not a fan of these homes here, if you know what I mean. This is the town that I found my 14-layer tear-off on. It's not fun. Multiple layers, overshake, 5 feet from the other neighbor's roof, nowhere for the trash to flow down. They're Casa de la Brujas. They're no fun. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's a beautiful town. I like the town, I like the parks here. Anyway, any last comments? And a quick reminder if you're new in here, possibly going live tonight, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know how long, a little bit of a Q&A, maybe cover a quick subject and a topic. But on the way out, if you could, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any idea what this might be, I know I got one person comment, I'll read the comments back later. Let me know what you think it might be. I really don't want to pay for an ITEL test, there's no reason to. I'm just curious. asking you guys. I appreciate it. Until next time, be safe. And as always, see you on the next video.